am the Art Fairy, and this is Art Fairy Creations. And as the Art Fairy, I thought that it was very important that I talk about how my artistry literally grew me up. It grew me up to a mature fairy, not a baby fairy, not a teenage fairy, an adult fairy. I started my art business in December last year, December 2024. And ever since then, my mind has literally gone through this complete shift, and my identity has literally changed to, like I said, a teenage fairy to an adult fairy. And that's why I get really frustrated when people say that art is just this fake thing that doesn't really matter or doesn't hold any type of weight, because it's the only thing that we really have. Without the production of art, the world would be nothing, because literally everything is art, because everything is a product of creation, so it's art. So when I began to really embody that and start to create off of freedom and fluidity, it just taught me so much. Like, for example, when I started my business, I thought, oh, this is just like, I didn't think of it as a side. Actually, I didn't think of it as a side gig or anything. I mean, I was in school, but I didn't think of it as a side gig, but I wasn't all in. I thought I was all in, but I wasn't all in because I didn't have the understanding that I have now of what it means to run a business. And of course, I'm still learning. I'm still learning and still applying every single day. And honestly, the artistic process has made it a lot easier for me, because I feel like I used to make a business feel so technical, and it is, but business is a creative process within itself. A creative process. Like, the way my mind started just thinking about things in business specifically was just as, oh, you need to make this automation for this sale. Okay, just type it up. Just add it onto your automations. Oh, you need to add another automation? Just do that. And it's literally the same as painting. Oh, you need to add another layer to this blue paint? Just do it. Oh, you need to add some dimension within this face or something? Just do it. Oh, you need to add 5 more layers of color. Like what happened here. I had to have 5 layers of yellow and blue to get the shades that I wanted. It's the same. Business is the same. You just gotta keep adding, keep learning, and keep applying. Just as if you were applying paint, keep applying until everything comes out like you want it to. And from there, you just sit back. You literally just sit back. So yeah, artistry just really taught me that things are out of my control. Things are out of my control. And for someone who generally wants or wanted to know where everything was going at a certain time and have everything down packed, and don't get me wrong, like, I love structure. The thing is, I love structure, but I'm working on my own structure so I can actually do what I want to do at a certain time. But I do enjoy knowing what we're gonna do, what's gonna happen, like what the plan is. I like knowing what the plan is. But with artistry, being in the art fairy, I really just had to say, you know what? Maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know. And that's kind of fun, because you don't know. When you create from a place of unknowingness, uncertainty, you can make anything, because you aren't fixated on a certain product, and Same goes with business. Same goes with business. You don't know what's going to happen. And that's kind of scary. You don't know you don't know what's going to happen. But you do know that you're capable, and you have the talent, and you have the time, and you have the mind, and you have the phone. So it's the same thing. It's like artistry has really taught me that I was making my life more complicated than I was. Like, I was just being in this place of, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me all the time? And it's like, girl, nothing. Okay, there were things that were happening, but when you look back at it, nothing is really happening. That's how I was talking to myself. Like, this is all me. This is all me. This is all me. Nothing is really happening. Like, sit down. Like, sit down and paint. Sit down and release that so you can see that idea of fear and anxiousness that you have in your head is not even real, because it only exists in your head. Like, and it's just like art can only exist in your head if you don't express it. Like, this could only have stayed in my mind if I didn't decide to sit down for days, for hours, to paint, to sketch, to refine, to literally, sometimes I would just have to sit down and look at the painting. Just sit down like this. Just like that. And that's exactly what you have to do with your problems. You have to sit down and look at them, and look at them, and look at them, and look at them, until you realize that, okay, it's fine. It really is a parallel for me. That's really how I think about it, and that's the message that I always try to express within everything that I do, with the content that I post, and who I am. Like, it really is just a parallel, and I really do know that art is what helped with growing me up out of that place of, I need someone to help me. Please help me. Please help me. I feel like I'm going to fall down a pit and never come back. Yeah, like, becoming the art fairy just molded me into understanding that it's all kind of the same, because it's all creation. So it's like, if I can create this and this and this and this and this, then why can't I create anything else that I want in my life? It's because there was a time when those canvases were blank. The canvases were blank, and now they're not, because of the intention that I put in them, that the time that I put into that canvas, because of the dedication that I put within that idea. And it's the same with business. The time, dedication, the mentality, the drive you have towards completing your mission within your business is how it's just going to skyrocket. That's just how it works. That's literally how it works. So I really do believe that it is all perspective, because when I look at my art and see the ways that it's grown me up as a person, where I no longer crave certain things or crave validation from certain, I wouldn't even say certain people, but just from life. Like, I'm not craving validation from life. Yes, do I find myself wanting it? Yes. But it's not a need for me to keep going like it was before, because now my identity isn't within the world's perception, it's within my artistic identity. So now that my perspective has changed because of art, because I've entered the realm of the art fairy, I don't have to worry about that. And you know how freeing that is? And maturity truly does come through freedom. That's why teens are in a rush to get their cars. That's why everyone wants to get their license, because there's a certain freedom that comes with having your own car. There's a certain freedom that comes with getting your license. And to me, art gave me the same thing. I genuinely don't care about certain opinions. Like, not the negative ones, not the opinions that are trying to nurture you and just give you advice, things like that. That's cool. But the negative opinions that are just projections of people's fear is like, I don't care. And there's a certain level of maturity that comes with that, because when you're a teenager or a lot younger, when you don't have that state of mind, you're kind of just searching for that validation within everybody that you meet, because you can't find it with yourself. And I don't think that I would have been able to find that on my own, because I just don't think that would have happened. I mean, I did find it on my own, but I mean without a tool, because I do see art as a part of me, but I also do see it as a tool to elevate my state of mind and elevate my life. Because without it, I would kind of just be floating in the wind. Floating in the wind. Art for me is like my anchor. And when you find your anchor, it really does just center you, so you aren't sporadic and all over the place like you are when you're a kid. Like, that's what I mean when I say artistry grew me up. Like, it just molded me. It created this mold, and yet that mold isn't even really molded. It's a mold that's constantly molding. It's a mold that's constantly molding, because I honestly feel like I'm changing all the time, which is another part of maturity. I feel like that as you get more mature, or I guess grow up or whatever, you should be changing. You should be changing. You should be changing. Nothing about you should really be staying the same. I mean, your identity should remain as it is. And I'm speaking very generally right now. But the habits that you do and the things that you participate in, the ways that you think, should slowly evolve. Like, you can't be like 24 thinking the same as you were when you were 18. That doesn't show a level of maturity. Yeah, you have grown up. That's why I put growing up in age in air quotes, because yeah, you grew up, but your mentality is still below that age range. So yeah, that's really just how I see it. And without creating art, I don't think that I would be able to see the world from a wider perspective. And that's also important, because I feel that a lot of adults that are in this world right now see things it's a very myopic. Ooh. Oh my God, is that a gang sign? Wait, let me. Wait, see things from a very small point of view. Um, I can't believe I just did that. That was an accident. It was an accident. I'm the art fairy. I would never do that. As I was saying, adults, just humans in general, see things from a very small point of view. They don't see anything out, especially Americans, don't see anything outside of their bubbles. And it makes sense, because for a while I was like that too. When you don't experience anything outside of your bubble for an extended period of time, you're obviously just going to see the bubble. Duh. But when you create art, the possibilities are literally endless. So then your mind starts to make these ideas that you don't even recognize because you've been exposing yourself to creation, and that is limitless. And then you start to learn about different art styles, different artists, their stories, how they came into their artistry, and all that gives you new knowledge to build into a new person. Not a new person, like not a new person, but someone with a new state of mind. Someone with a more advanced, I want to say advanced because I don't want to say that, because then that would mean that I'm saying that I was less advanced, and I don't really see it as that. I would say ideas that are more evolved. I'm gonna say that ideas and a mentality that is a bit more evolved. That's growing, that's consistently growing, and that isn't staying the same, because maturing isn't staying the same. There's no, there's no maturity in staying the same, and art just did that for me. It really just elevated me, and it's doing that every day, and I just love it so much. And yeah, I don't think there's a world where I was without it. So very grateful for my talents, very grateful for my gifts, and for all these platforms that are available to talk and to express and to create and to share, because it's like the coolest thing ever. It's really cool. Um, so yeah, I think that if you're an artist or someone who really likes to create, really step into that, because it'll take you to places that your mind can't even reach yet. It's just gonna propel you forward, and then you're gonna see in a couple weeks, in a couple months, because this process don't even take a year. It really don't take a year. Well, at least for me, it did. But I don't think it takes a year. In a couple months, you'll literally start seeing your mindset start to evolve, because you're exposing yourself to new experiences. Every piece you make, and I'm not even talking about paintings. This can be any art form. Any creation that you make is taking you to another space, because now you're creating new neural pathways in your brain. Neural pathways that weren't there before. So now you're starting to think, oh, this is different. And now your mind making and now your mind starts making different connections, because your mind is different. And it's all because of art. It's all because of art. By the way, I made that right there. I made that right there, and this little Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, she's so cute. She's so cute. Yes. So, yes, step into that. Love your art, because loving your art is to love yourself. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. Love your art, and you'll see where it takes you. So, yeah, that was just a story that I wanted to share to provide some insight to people who don't really understand the life benefits, because it's not even mental or emotional or physical benefits. It's just life benefits that art brings to you, if you really choose to create within that space, if you really choose to put yourself in that space, because it's all up to you. So it's your choice, it's your life, and I hope that you create something magical with it, because you can. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to this channel and let me know what you think in the comments, so we can share and we can live and create together. And I'm happy you listened to me, and I'm happy that I'm here to talk. Have a magical day. Bye, bye, bye.